Imagine receiving a message. Pay me now or I will report you to immigration authorities. You will be deported and your family exposed. For many immigrants, that fear is real. Threats to expose someone's undocumented status or to call immigration enforcement represent a form of blackmail, a serious crime that preys on fear, vulnerability, and silence. Across the United States, law enforcement agencies continue to warn that criminals exploit migrant status as a weapon to extort money, sexual favors, or other demands. This is not just intimidation. It is organized exploitation. And you have rights, even if your immigration status is uncertain. Background: blackmail and extortion have long targeted vulnerable groups, including immigrants. Historically, unscrupulous individuals used threats of deportation, legal action, or exposure to coerce immigrants into silence or compliance. With digital communication and social media, these threats have become easier to deliver, harder to trace, and more pervasive. Across many jurisdictions, laws classify threats to expose or report immigration status in exchange for money or favors as criminal extortion. Immigration status blackmail. Know your legal rights. Today, immigrants, especially undocumented or partially documented, are often targeted by criminals posing as agents, police, or lawyers, claiming they can fix immigration status or avoid deportation in exchange for money. There are also cases where genuine landlords, employers, or acquaintances threaten to report a person's status if they do not pay rent, pay bribes, or comply with unlawful demands. Because victims often fear law enforcement themselves, many threats go unreported. This allows blackmailers to operate with impunity, reinforcing the vulnerability of immigrants worldwide. Why it's dangerous. Immigration status blackmail carries heavy consequences. Financial loss. Victims may be forced to pay repeatedly. Psychological trauma. Fear of deportation, separation from family, stigma, shame, and isolation. Risk of exploitation. Once targeted, victims may be repeatedly extorted. Loss of trust. Victims may distrust authorities or avoid seeking help due to fear, making them more vulnerable. Moreover, the extortion may escalate. Threats of reporting to immigration authorities can come with demands for more money, sexual exploitation, or forced labor. How to recognize the immigration status blackmail. Common red flags. Someone you know, landlord, employer, agent, acquaintance, threatens to report you for deportation unless you pay money or comply with demands. Pressure for immediate payment or compliance, often via cash, wire transfer, or untraceable methods. Claims they have access to immigration databases or enforcement contacts, especially if those claims are unverifiable. Threats to expose your status to family, neighbors, co-workers, or authorities. Lack of legitimate documentation, vague or illegal demands. Fear, shame, or silence encouraged by the blackmailer as a way to control you. What to do if targeted. Stay calm. Do not respond impulsively to threats. Document everything. Record what was said or sent, messages, calls, receipts, demands, threats, names. Understand your rights. In many jurisdictions, blackmail or extortion is illegal regardless of immigration status. Threats to report someone in exchange for money or compliance is a crime. Seek legal assistance. Consultation with an immigration-aware attorney or a nonprofit immigrant rights organization. Know that being undocumented does not strip you of all rights. If safe, report the blackmail to local law enforcement or specialized immigrant rights legal services. Many places have protections for victims of extortion, even if immigration status is not regular. Avoid paying or submitting personal data. Do not negotiate or give in to demands. That usually emboldens extortionists. Reach out to support networks, trusted community groups, nonprofits, or legal aid organizations. Consider contacting specialized organizations that work with immigrant victims of blackmail and extortion for protection and guidance. Call 888-634-1535 or visit blackmailhelpline.com. Real-world examples and legal context. In many U.S. states, extortion laws cover threats to report immigration status for financial or other gain. For example, the crime of extortion or coercion under state penal codes criminalizes forcing someone to pay money under threat of reporting to authorities. Advocacy groups and immigrant rights organizations report frequent incidents where landlords or employers threaten to report undocumented tenants or workers to enforcement agencies if they do not pay rent, fees, or bribes. These incidents often go unreported due to fear of retaliation or deportation. Law enforcement advisories warn potential victims that legitimate immigration officials do not solicit money or demand payment directly. Legitimate enforcement requires due process. Threats or payment demands signal fraud or extortion. Conclusion: blackmail based on immigration status is a real and illegal threat, but you are not powerless. You have legal rights. You can document threats, refuse payment, seek legal help, and connect with support networks. If someone threatens you with deportation in exchange for money or compliance, that is extortion, not justice. Don't wait in silence. Take action. Call 888-634-1535 or visit blackmailhelpline.com.
Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at blackmailhelpline.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.